Hi guys, I'm Annabelle Knight and right now you're watching the Lovehoney YouTube channel, the place where we talk about sex and sex toys so that when you shop at the Lovehoney website, you know what the heck you're doing. In this week's episode, we're discussing all those things that they don't teach you in sex ed. But before I dive in, I've got to remind you that if you never want to miss a video again, you're going to need to hit that subscribe button. So there are loads of different topics that aren't covered in your day-to-day sex education lesson. Usually it kind of covers the very basics, like what goes where, what happens, and then wow, you've got a baby. But the truth is, for the most part of your life, when you have sex, it's not going to be for the purpose of procreation. It's going to be because you want to and because it's fun. So in this week's episode, we are discussing arousal, which is a key element of a happy and healthy sex life. Now, arousal isn't as straightforward as touch this, press here, look at me this way. It can take a really long time to achieve, or it can happen like that. There's actually an arousal cycle. It has 4 different stages, and the first one is excitement, and that's when your pulse starts to quicken and blood rushes to your genitals, making them engorged and ready for stimulation. The second stage is plateau, and that's essentially the first stage on speed. You cannot get any more excited without reaching the next stage, which is orgasm. And that is when all of that sexual tension, everything you've built up, is released. You have muscle contractions, your heartbeat quickens, you might find that you sweat. So the third stage of arousal is orgasm. After that, you have the recovery stage, which is called resolution. And within that stage, you have a micro stage called the refractory period, which is where sexual arousal is not possible. Now, if you have a clitoris, that period is much shorter, which means you're more likely to be able to experience multiple orgasms in one sexual session. So I mentioned before that arousal is a key part of a happy and healthy sex life, and that's because it prepares your body for the act of penetration or sexual encounters. Studies also show that the more aroused you are, the less grossed out you'll be by bodily fluids. So if you're wanting to engage in the kinkier side of sex, being aroused is even more important. So it's not just your sense of touch that is linked to arousal, it's all of your senses. It's an ongoing conversation with every single one of your senses, feeding information to your brain, which then sends signals to your genitals and your erogenous zones. It's been shown that smells such as cucumber, pumpkin, and even lavender can really boost arousal. And let's not overlook our most powerful erogenous zone, which is our mind. Your imagination is key when it comes to arousal. You can explore fantasy, or you can imagine different sexual scenarios that you find really sexy. Also, and this is something I didn't know until I did research for this, deeper sounds are sexy. So you can listen to a bit of Barry White, or get your partner to put on a very sexy, deep voice for you. Everyone in this room is so turned on right now. So yes, deeper sounds can boost arousal as well. Now, it wouldn't be a Lovehoney vlog unless I brought out a few products to show you that can help boost your arousal. So the first thing I want to show you is massage oil. So this helps you to give or receive a really sensual massage that will help to boost your arousal. You can get massage oils in different scents, so pick a smell that you find particularly appealing. The next item I want to show you is a mini feather tickler. Now this is brilliant for tracing over your partner's skin, and what that does is encourage blood to flow to the surface and makes them more sensitive to your touch. And then finally, and this has a lot to do with using your imagination, erotic fiction. Reading erotic fiction with your partner or alone is a great way to boost your arousal, or it can just get your imagination running wild.
Is that book by Annabelle?
Oh, I don't know, let me see. Oh, weird. It's by Annabelle Knight? No way. So there you go, a few items that will definitely help boost your levels of arousal. If you never want to miss another one of our videos again, hit that subscribe button. If you want to watch another one right now, there's one coming up straight after this. And if you really like the video, please give us a thumbs up. I've been Annabelle Knight, and you've been watching the Lovehoney YouTube channel. Bye.